Alright, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So last time we arrived in the Shadow Cursed lands here, we also had a bit of an encounter with the Still Kithrak Voss before we got here. But now, we are going to explore this Last Light Inn, because it's a safe haven in the darkness. Allegedly free from cultists. Are you a merchant? Oh, game's auto-saving.
How's the barricade coming?
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Anything I could take off your hands at no cost to myself? No, I'm not going to use friends for that. Oh, you know what? I should have shown you something. Never mind, I'll show you next check.
But, since you're asking...
Right, and she gives you a camp supply pack, which I will just send to camp. Right, what do you have for sale?
If you're alright by Jaheira, you're alright by me.
I'm not sure I'm quite alright with her, seeing as we kind of got off on the wrong foot there, but she seems to at least give me the benefit of the doubt. Let's see her wares. I'll pause the recording while I do my shopping. Oh, whoops, I did not pause the recording. I just muted my microphone. Well, I was about to unpause anyway to talk about what this does. So, Incandescent Staff. Ranged spell attacks +1, grants resistance to fire damage, gives you Firebolt, which I already know, so that's not a big deal. But more importantly, you can cast Fireball for free once per long rest, which I really like. So we're going to sell this Melf's First Staff here. And yeah, it's pretty expensive, but this is what we are going to use now. I picked up also a short sword at some point. But yes, now for real, I'm going to pause the recording. Alright, and for Lae'zel, I bought this Cloak of Protection. Reason I gave it to her is because when you wear heavy armor, there aren't many ways to increase your armor class outside of just getting a better piece of heavy armor, whereas like Karlach, who had the same AC 18, will get an increase in armor class as we increase her constitution more. And I'm also buying this Amulet of the Harpers, which gives you advantage on wisdom saving throws, as well as the ability to cast shield once per long rest, which will add 5 to our armor class if we need a little bit of a bonus. I'm also selling her old amulet, which was just this one here. You can pause the video if you want to read that. And yeah, I think that's all we have to do here. When I was looking through wares, I remembered that I do, in fact, have another buff I need to cast, which is Aid with Karlach.
Breathe deep and move.
Oh yeah, another thing I want to do, I want to try out this black and azure color combination with Lae'zel. Yeah, that doesn't look bad on her. I think I'm going to stick to this. Dye her cloak as well, and then get her boots. Yeah, I like that. So let's see if we can find Damon. He's probably over here with all the smithing tools.
Let's say hi.
Karlach, I thought you'd be in the city by now. We were ambushed by cultists. Half of us were captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, 2 things. Good news and bad news.
Which do you want to hear first, Karlach?
The good news, obviously.
I only need 1 more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlach to...
Touch people!
Exactly!
Oh my god. It's really happening. It's been so long. we've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on! I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure. But first, fix me. Please.
All right, give him the iron. Let's make this happen.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long. Same as last time. You'll need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Okay. I guess I'll give you a poke. Or a shoulder pat.
You feel so nice.
Don't get carried away.
I can't believe it. Thank you, Damon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you. That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus. For good. Or this thing is going to burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service. I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it. Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
Yeah, first things first, Karlach, you have your touch back. You ought to celebrate that.
Right? All this doom and gloom. I have something far more exciting on my mind than this bloody tin box. Thanks, Damon, really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
Yeah, I imagine you'll want to talk after that.
This is the best day. The best day!
Yeah, I'm happy for you, Karlach.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
I wonder if Lae'zel would be down for that, seeing as she seemed rather impressed by you when we first met you. Anyone in mind?
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
I don't imagine he would be the best cuddle partner. Yeah, at risk of bringing the mood down a little bit again, what Damon said about your engine, I think we should get you back to Avernus at some point or it's gonna blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand most people don't have to contemplate playing.
Yeah, it wouldn't be forever. You could just return long enough for our group to find a solution, or maybe somebody else who's smart enough to find a solution.
You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust. But I don't want to talk about this now. I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that, please.
All right, Karlach. I'll leave it alone for now. You deserve a good day.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
Yeah, I understand that.
I've seen that box before. I'm certain of it.
It's half dead. Has a lot of hit points too. But we're not going to worry about that. Damon.
It's you. What are the odds? So glad you're all right. Well, as all right as any of us. A makeshift Harper's Fire might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And if you find any interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
I mean, I understand that this place is dangerous, but I was only talking to Karlach for a few minutes there. Why are you so surprised to see me again? But yes, what do you mean interesting materials? More of this infernal iron? Because I do have another piece.
I hesitated to mention this back in the Druid's Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows.
Or in my
If you
pocket.
find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
Yeah, I think I already have a piece they can work with. What can you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Flawed Helldusk armor. What does that do? AC 18. When you are hit by a foe within 7 feet, it might take 1 to 4 fire damage. So you have this Grimskull helm, which gives you resistant fire damage and you can't take crits. That's also 18. Yeah, actually, I think that'd be very good for Lae'zel. Because she already is benefiting from the adamantine armor from her helm. So yeah, let's just give that a bit of a color. There we go. Yeah. Now I can sell this old armor to Damon.
Need anything?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do some bartering, so be right back. Alright, so I bought this short sword for Astarion. It's the Sword of Life Stealing. On a critical hit, the target takes an additional 10 necrotic damage, as long as it's not a construct or undead, and you gain 10 temporary hit points, which can just be good to have. Because crits do happen on occasion, so that's just an occasional little top-up on health with extra damage. Not exactly a top-up on health, but you know what I mean. It's temporary hit points. It's a benefit. And I gave Lae'zel this Susur dagger that he was previously wielding as offhand so that she can throw it. But yeah, now I suppose we should meet up with Jaheira, since she did want to have a word with us. Oh, hey.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlach? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa! How'd you learn to fight like that?
Had to. Life didn't pull any punches. It was up to me to learn to take a hit and deal one back.
I've been tossed around a lot too. I want to learn how to fight back too.
From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ah! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
Yeah, it's nice to see someone looking up to you, Karlach.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Last light! Check it out! We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
Legitimate, so you're not actually peddling scams anymore. I'll still be keeping a close eye on your goods. Let's see what you have. Alright, so I bought these evasive shoes for Lae'zel, which will be another +1 to armor class. So her AC is now 20. So yeah, that's all I bought. It's pretty good.
Don't wander far. We need to talk.
I see they still haven't fixed this scene. We'll get to that in a minute.
Last light's best bargain!
Please.
Right here.
Be welcome. Have a drink.
Oh, my gods.
To your very good health.
Yeah, seeing as you were pretty distrustful when I first arrived, I'm going to smell the wine first. And now I can show you the thing that I wanted to show you. I have this die right here, and if you don't know how you get this die, you get it from beating Honor Mode. So yeah, I've beaten Honor Mode between recording last episode and the previous because the update was released and I did an entire campaign in that time. So yeah, I just wanted to show that off. It's also a little bit of proof that what I say is true, the fact that I am significantly better at video games when I am not talking. When I am talking, I get much, much worse. But I'm not using it because it's a bit ugly. It's just nice to have a keepsake for actually beating Honor Mode. Oh, we passed this check.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
I'm not always in control of my magic. Who knows what will happen if I drink this?
You will be refreshed. And I will be reassured.
I'll pass.
You don't know what you're missing. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
I see now why you spiked my wine.
Just answer the question.
I feel like telling her this might break her trust somewhat, as would getting caught in a lie. Besides, the fact that I've been indulging might make it harder to convince her. So I think I'll be honest. I'm less likely to get in trouble for this, I think. Yes, it's been giving me powers I never had, but it's making me better, stronger.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
And what happened to being the godsend you've been praying for?
That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
If he's back, perhaps you should have hit him harder in the first place.
Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
Yeah, that's powerful magic. Thankfully, I do have some of my own. Not invincibility, but magic.
And the wit to know when it will not avail you, I think. We must try another way. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate
did not
its
show
forces
that
at
to you.
Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Well, I imagine killing Ketheric is going to be one step on the path toward curing myself, so our interests are aligned, I believe. I'll make sure that Ketheric's days are numbered.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you. I promise I will do everything I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
And that is why I think that killing him is on the path to it. I doubt he will let me get to the source of that magic without a fight. How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Alright, so we have to talk to this Isobel then. Should be able to protect us more somehow. I know you.
It's good to see you again. I'd ask if you've made any progress with your little problem, but the telltale twitching of your eye is answer enough.
Are you following me?
You flatter yourself. You're not the only soul of interest in this ruin. This is Last Light, where hope hangs on by a single withered thread. I can mend it or cut it. depending on what they ask for. They're not the only ones ripe for temptation, you know. My last contract here fed me for decades.
You'd better not sever that thread of hope. After all of that effort I went through to save these tiefling refugees, I'll be rather cross if you get them killed. Just spit it out.
At times I wonder if some other fiend swapped out your tongue with that of an ox. I never surrender knowledge for free, but one good turn deserves another, does it not? To repay you for the souls sent my way, I offer a taste of the truth. Ketheric Thorm, proud father, man of faith, utter fool. On the night the Harpers sealed him away, someone murdered his entire army in cold blood. Now who would possibly benefit from such a massacre? If you want to know more, I could work the exchange of such precious knowledge into the terms of your future deal. But the time for quibbling over clauses and contracts hasn't quite arrived. You'll be limping back to me soon enough. Not with you, at least. Although I sense there's something your friend wants to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business, devil. A long time ago, someone carved some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
I mean, this is Astarian's business. I don't think I should interfere if he wants to make a deal with Raphael, as long as it doesn't affect us as a group. What scars are you talking about?
You haven't told them, and you've kept your clothes on this whole time. How unlike you. Why not let them see? Don't be shy.
God damn it.
Don't worry. I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Well, now you know.
I mean, we were going to figure out eventually if you were planning on asking Raphael that. Yeah, that carving must have been excruciating. It looks rather intricate.
Cazador worked on it from dusk until dawn, all with an ancient blade he called his needle. Cutting and tearing, starting over if I screamed or winced too much. It was a rough night. But what's done is done, so how about we stop talking about it and just get on with things? Although I should probably get dressed first.
You took the words out of my mouth. Okay, you got yourself dressed. Good, good. Alright, let's go up and see this Isobel then.
More activity among the cultists, Mom.
Preparing to march, I wager.
Seems that way.
I'll give it a shot.
Not in here. Maybe out on the balcony then.
Have a gander at the
I'll have a look around though before I go and talk to her. Selûnite robe. Interesting. Kinda heavy, not very valuable though. Yeah, I hope these Harpers don't mind me rummaging through her stuff. Isobel's diary. Ever since I returned, there's been a filth in me. I can feel it in my very lungs. I cannot get it out. It will never out. This death that reeks within me. there are some things that even the Moon Maiden cannot heal. There are some things she would never accept in her devoted. I should never have come back. Okay. This must be her.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
I may have the parasite of a true soul, but not the mind of one.
Bully for us. We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira's sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of Last Light. You yearn for it so deeply.
Ignore the urge.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse, which will get you closer to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out.
Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Hear what?
Hello, Isabel.
Marcus, is that you? What's happened to you?
I've been blessed. You can be too. Come with me, and you can hear all about it from Ketheric himself.
Isabel, do you know this man?
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul, my instructions are clear. Take the girl to Ketheric, alive.
Yeah, let's try to get some more information out of him. Low DC. And I roll a critical success, of course.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on? If you have something to say, say it.
So he really, really wants Isabel alive. Yeah, we're gonna need to fight our way out of this one. But before I do that, I'm going to quick save. Reason for that is because I haven't had this happen to me, but I've heard that Isabel's AI can be a little bit suicidal. And for the sake of the narrative of this series, I don't want her to end up getting captured, so I'm just going to save in case she gets captured because of a dumb AI thing. But yes, Marcus is trying to kidnap you, Isabel. We're going to need to fight our way out of this one.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
He already has. Time to go, Isabel.
With Isabel dead, the whole sanctuary will be flooded with blood. A far finer future than her taken alive.
Nope, I'm ignoring the Dark Urge. Alright then. Yeah, let's just get you around here so that maybe you can interpose yourself between these guys and maybe take some hits from Marcus. Legacy of Avernus, Branding Smite. Yeah, let's do that before we rage. Yeah, melee. Nice. And, oh, that uses your bonus action. I'm stupid like that. Oh well. Let's lacerate. Ooh, nice crit.
You'll make
Alright, Lae'zel. Yeah, just do your best maybe to try to finish him off. Let's try disarm him.
I will not know failure.
Right, he's saved. Let's try it again. Or we can miss. Isabel, take some extra armor class. Okay, you turned one of them. That's good. Right, Starion. And let's do an offhand attack as well. Or we can miss.
Come along, Isabel.
It's apparently his AI's turn to get a little bit stupid. Ow. Okay then. So you don't have much health left. How powerful is Cole the Weak? Okay, so 10 hit points or less and you will die, so I can't exactly finish you off with one Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna have to use both. There we go. And let's just
on my feet.
Try to get in front of Isabel. Oh, that one's turned, actually. Okay, let's try blocking the door then. And do this.
Excellent.
No. Ooh, okay then. Come on, slip on the ice. Yes.
Your penance will be paid now.
It's not good that Isabel is paralyzed. We have to get these guys out of her face immediately. Okay, I think this will hurt Isabel. Yeah, because she's a neutral NPC. Yeah, let's just focus on this one for now, I think. Okay. Lae'zel. Okay, good. Get up next to this winged horror. And I hope you can finish it off, Astarion. Oh right, we already used sneak attack this turn. Here. Wait, that doesn't get you as well? I guess because you're a neutral NPC. Let's give you a little bit of healing.
To the death.
Okay, it's not quite dead.
Blood comes easy these days.
Yeah, I'm going to have to finish it off, I think. Okay.
Done.
Ah, you. Can I give this to her? No, I can't. Let's just try to push you away. There we go. Good thing Astarion healed her, because it gave her Blade Ward. Okay, good crit. Right, please finish them off, Karlach. Thank you. Now, get here, because next turn, if there is a next turn, I'm going to have you help the people down there. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of damage. Camera's not really tracking whose turn it is at times, which is a little bit odd, but oh well. Right. Finish this guy off. Perfect. So we've got, what, one more? Yeah, just one more. Just stay here, why don't you? Yeah, heal up. Good. Good, good. Astarion. I don't think you're going to be able to make it down this turn.
Outmaneuver them.
So let's just have you run as far as you can. Right. Ooh, I can make it.
Hope this ends well.
Although I really don't have much more movement because I use my bonus action to jump, so I can't click my heels. Can I shoot you from here? No, you're too far away. Do I have distance spell? Yes.
There's a parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent
Marches, I presume. Right, let's go up and make sure that everybody's okay. By everybody, I mean Isabel.
But we don't even know the way to Moonrise. That's why we should leave now.
Quite the gory mess in here.
Isabel, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed. Good luck.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead. Like that.
Yeah, Marcus told me Ketherick wanted you captured, not killed. And probing his mind, Ketherick really wanted you captured. Why?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite, some kind of twisted personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too. As for why he'd want to take me alive, I don't know. And I don't want to find out. Now that we have you, I hope I won't have to.
I feel like there's more than what you're saying, just from the information I gleaned from Marcus's mind. Well, once I take Ketherick's head, you and everybody in here will be safe again.
No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you. End this.
Okay. First things first, I want to loot Marcus. I hope you're not going to get mad at me for doing so. I'm just going to save just in case you do. Because this is in honor mode. I have the luxury of being able to do that. Shifting Corpus Ring. Or Corpus Ring, not Corpus. Corpus is a Morrowind thing. Right, so I can get another tadpole power. What do I want? Shield of Thralls could be pretty good. I'd have to go through Transfuse Health to get to it, which is another pretty useful, or useless ability. But I think that's what I want to do. I want to get Transfuse Health so I can get Shield of Thralls. Right, well, these winged horrors don't have anything on them. But yeah, that's where I'm going to end off this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.